Good morning, everyone. I'm here with you today in my jammies because we are going to make donuts. I am so excited that it's dessert week here at the Real Women of Philadelphia. And this is the moment I've been waiting for. I can't tell you how excited I am. I have a very special recipe for you. I'm going to be making raspberry and cream cheese stuffed donuts with a lime glaze. Now tell me that does not sound delicious. And Paula, I pray that you are watching because this one is for you. I took inspiration from two of your recipes, your dippy donuts and your nutty orange coffee cake where you wrapped refrigerated biscuits around the cream cheese. I just love that so much. So that was my inspiration for this dish, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So without further ado, let's get started. So for this recipe, I'm going to need 2 of the 10.2 ounce cans of the large size home style refrigerated biscuits. And I've already got one of the cans opened here, and all you do is you take one of the biscuits and you saw it in half. It's not that hard if you have a long serrated knife. So you just want to kind of very gently cut it in half. Trying to get it as even as possible. Just kind of pull it back to its original shape a little bit here. And then you're also going to need, of course, an 8-ounce brick of the Philadelphia original cream cheese. I guess you could use light, but you're making donuts, so that seems a little silly. So I've carefully cut my Philadelphia cream cheese into 10 pieces because you're going to be making 10 donuts. And what I do is I take one of the chunks here and I kind of roll it into a thick disc. And I'm going to push it into the bottom of one of the biscuits. And as I do this, my knife out of the way here, as I do this, I'm kind of spreading the biscuit out a little bit because the donut is going to end up being bigger than what the width is going to be bigger than what a biscuit would be. So press that down in there, leaving a little edge because we're going to need to seal it up here in a minute. Just going to wipe the cream cheese off my hands. And going to take about a heaping teaspoonful of just regular raspberry preserves and pile that on top of the cream cheese and spread it around. And the fabulous thing about these donuts is that every single bite you take has cream cheese and the sweet raspberry preserves in every single bite, and it's just, oh, they're out of this world. So we've got our cream cheese and our raspberry preserves. Now we just need to top off our donut. So I'm just going to take the other side of the biscuit here and stretch it out a little bit and kind of gently place it on top. Pick it up, and I'm going to pinch around the edges so that I seal it up. I've made these 2 times before, so I've kind of got it down to a science now. So now you don't want to leave a thin edge because they'll burn in our hot oil. So I just kind of push the edge back in there so we have a nice, pretty, filled donut looking edge, and that's all you do. So I am going to finish assembling the rest of our donuts here, and I will meet you back in a few minutes, and we're going to stick them in the fryer. Okay, I have the rest of my donuts assembled, and now it's time to put them in the deep fryer. I have my peanut oil heated to 350 degrees. Now, of course, you don't have to have a deep fryer for this. A heavy pot on the stove with a thermometer would be just fine. So I'm going to put 2 in at a time. I don't want the temperature of my oil to drop too quickly. I am just so excited about this recipe. When I first heard about the Real Women of Philadelphia, I didn't realize that we were going to be able to do basically as many recipes as we wanted to do, or were able to do. So this was the one that I came up with that I was planning to submit, and I was so excited about it, and I made a couple batches, and I would bring them to our play groups and have the other moms try them out. And I was at a park one day, and one of the moms said, "Oh no, I can't try one. I'm on a diet. I have a weigh-in tomorrow." And I said, "Well, just don't eat dinner then. Have a donut instead." She actually didn't try one, but everyone else did, and everybody that has had one has loved them. I haven't heard any complaints yet. So those are nice and golden around the edges. I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. Carefully. I'm going to open this up and just those look great. Going to very gently put these on a rack to cool. All of the donuts have been fried, so now I'm just going to mix up our very simple glaze. I'm going to be using 2 cups of powdered sugar and 3 ounces of fresh squeezed lime juice and 2 teaspoons of lime zest. Mix it up. Now all we need to do is dip our donuts into our glaze, flipping them around, and it dries very quickly. Our donuts are finished. The glaze has set. It actually doesn't take too long for the glaze to set, especially if you dip them when they're a little bit warm. And one thing I want to tell you about these donuts too is they are great left over. Of course, since they have a big hunk of cream cheese in them, they need to be refrigerated if you don't eat them right away. And we've had them the next day, and they're fantastic. So let me go ahead and try one of these. I can't wait to show you what the inside looks like. A layer of delicious raspberry and a layer of creamy, rich Philadelphia cream cheese and tasty lime glaze. Those are fantastic. I'm so happy to share this recipe with you, so excited. Thank you so much to Philadelphia Cream Cheese and to Paula Deen for this fabulous opportunity. Hope to see you next week.